guys, darlings. Welcome to my sector of the universe. This is Jess with Capella Wellness, here to help you step into your truth and star into your power. For those of you who've never been here before, welcome. Thank you so much for being here for the first time. I'm so glad you're here. For those of you who are returning for another weekly, thank you for rejoining me for another one of these readings. And to those of my who are my subscribers, thank you so very much for your love, your loyalty, and support. It means the world to me. I am forever grateful to each and every one of you. I want to mention that I have my first Capella class. People usually call them master classes, but I wanted to do something different and call it a Capella class on reintegrating the divine feminine. I have 3 different sessions for those. If you want more information, you can stick around to the end of the reading, or you can check out the description box below on more information about what that entails and how to book it and the dates and times and things like that. Also, if you would like a personal reading with me or a coaching session, that information is in the description box below. All right. I wish you guys a wonderful, beautiful, motivational, inspiring week, and I wish you a happy Valentine's Day. With that being said, let's get into your reading. Hey there, Virgo. Welcome to your weekly reading. How's it going? I hope you are well. I send you much love and many blessings for this week and the weekend ahead. All right, Virgo, if you've never been here before, what we're going to do is we're going to see what your overall theme is for this week, what you need to focus on, and what you need to avoid for your spiritual growth, because that is what this is about, so that you can attract and align yourself with the many miracles and blessings God has waiting for you. Stick around to the end so you can see what other guidance Spirit has for you, what crystal will help you with your healing, what affirmation you have for the week. We're also going to see what the new moon in Pisces is bringing you. That occurs on March 2nd. And then we're going to see what guidance Spirit has for you with regards to your love situation. Okay? All right, Virgo, let's see what your theme is for this week. And remember, time is fluid. This is really a timeless reading, even though I talk about this week. I say this week. I also highly recommend you watch your moon, your rising, your Venus, and your North Node signs to help you get a bigger picture as to what energies are surrounding you and how to best navigate them. Alrighty. Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians. What is the overall theme for Taurus? Taurus. I just did Taurus for Virgo. Came out in the reverse, but I read these in the upright. We have the Garden. And what's interesting is that Taurus had the exact same bottom of the deck, and you saw me shuffle. So there we go. Taurus. A couple of things. As usual, I get 2 messages. And remember, this is a collective reading. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't for somebody else. But as I always say, you got to be honest with yourself, right? I need to light my incense. So, because inauthenticity does not bring about abundance and harmonious relationships and all of that good stuff. So, Virgo, the first group of you, this is about you are coming into a lot of abundance. You have been, your patience is being rewarded. I'm seeing the 7 of Pentacles with this. Because you have been tending to your garden, you've been investing in your well-being, your wellness, your mission, all of the above. You have been I don't like to say waiting. You really haven't been waiting. You've just been patient. You've been obedient is what God is telling me. All right. And you have planted the seeds. And now that your garden is flourishing here, now you are starting to attract your counterpart, the love of a lifetime, who are your soulmate, whatever this is. You're now starting to attract something that's going to be magical. And there's a unicorn hiding behind the trees here. You don't see this coming, Virgo, that there's magic surrounding you. I'm seeing the Magician. I'm seeing the Star card. There's like miracles and magic happening now. And you're just saying, you know, I love what I've built. I love what I created. And you take your breaks. You take time out for yourself. Some of you, you've been very excellent at balancing out your life and tending to your garden, taking care of you, maybe taking care of other people. There might be some single parents here. You know, you're balancing your business, you're balancing the time with your child, and and your self-care, right? It's like all of the above. And you are just loving life, and there's that unicorn hiding there, and it's like, hey, Virgo, there's some magic coming in. And you're saying, you don't know. You don't notice that because you feel so abundant. You feel so at peace with yourself, and you're just lying in that garden like, wow, look how far I've come. I've really built a lot of things for myself. I've really ascended. I have really healed a lot. I've grown a lot. I've achieved a lot, okay? And because you've accomplished this and you feel so at peace, you feel so in alignment with God, you are going with the flow, and you're saying to yourself, is this really my life? It's tranquil, it's tranquil, it's beautiful, it's abundant, okay? You have all this stuff now because you've done your work. And now what's coming in is this deep soul commitment, like a true commitment. These are the swans here. This does talk about, this is a symbol for union and twin flames and things. Okay. You may be seeing signs of swans everywhere. And if you're getting confirmation of that, here it is right there. If you're like, oh my gosh, it's more swans. So yes, this is confirming what God has been telling you. There is a union coming for you now because you've committed wholeheartedly to yourself, and you've balanced out your commitments as a business owner, as a single parent, or to your job or something like that. Again, there's a lot of balance here, and these two swans, they look balanced, right? Everything in this card seems balanced in a sense, and because of that, you are now going to attract someone. You're now attracting somebody who's going to commit to you and to the relationship. Because you changed things around, Virgo, you said, you know what, I'm going to focus on myself and my well-being. I'm going to start doing things that I love to do. I'm going to start, going to the gym more, taking walks more. I'm going to start making sure that I am taking care of Virgo, all right? And because some of you have really focused more on that, now you're attracting this harmonious sacred union. Now you're attracting somebody who not only has been committing to themselves too, they're now able to come to you and commit to you. This is also about, I'm going to be committing to this relationship. It's not just doing things with you. I'm going to be doing things for the relationship, okay? So that's for some of you who are already in this state with everything that I talked about, being in harmony and finding grace within yourself, okay? Because you feel graceful. You're no longer expecting an outcome with your person. You're no longer expecting God to just say, okay, here, I'm going to give this to you like right now, and you're saying it has to be this way or the highway. No, that's not you. And you are just going with the flow, and you're allowing God to bring whatever this union in at the right time, right? You're allowing, because again, you've been so patient, and you were not so focused on the outcome, nor were you forcing anything to happen. Now that's going to magically appear with this unicorn, and you're going to end up running into or attracting someone who's going to be very, very dedicated and loyal to you. I see Knight of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles with this, all right? Someone who's really going to be dedicated to this connection. Now, the others of you, the other group talks about you have to start focusing on your well-being. Start committing yourself, focusing on your health. Because remember, if your cup is empty, how are you going to fill somebody else's cup? If you're not taking care of yourself, how are you going to take care of others? So others of you really need to start committing more to your well-being. When you choose you choose God. Set aside time, schedule yourself in, right? You say, especially even if you're a single parent, right? Like with me, I have my son, and I don't have any help here. I don't have family here or anything. So it's not like I could just pass my son on to my parents. Hey, can you just hang out with my son for a day or whatever, or sleep over, and I get to do my thing? No. When I talk to my son before, it's like, okay, you know that I have my things to do. And he's the same, so it kind of helps. We're both Gemini sons, so he knows how to find things to entertain himself. But the only thing is, with Gemini also, we can get bored easily. So I know when he has kind of tapped out on his gaming or whatever, and then I make sure that we do things together, and then he has his downtime. I have my downtime after I've done my business stuff, right? It has been quite a bit for me to balance all of that. And sometimes, I might go overboard, but then I am able to realize that and say, oh, no, 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 I got to go back to taking care of myself, right? And I can't be feeling guilty with regards to when I take time out for me and my son is doing his own thing, right? So for some of you, I may be saying that because it may be resonating with you. So if you're waiting for love to come in out of the blue, right, just magically plop in your lap, it doesn't work that way, Virgo. You have to do the work. You have to invest in your time, your energy, and your money in yourself, right? You know, get a subscription to some sort of, website or something that's going to help you with your spiritual growth, with meditation or yoga or something like that, to help you to focus more on your well-being, right? Your wellness. Go get a membership to a gym or something. Sign up for a membership where you can find a like-minded community with other people and start interacting with others, right? Do things for you. So when you are flourishing on the inside, Virgo, your outside world starts to flourish. Okay? And if you're thinking that, love is just magically going to magically appear, or even the abundance without you putting the work, then this is really spirit telling you you have to reevaluate that. You have to really start understanding that you have to put in the work first. And then God brings in the magic and the miracles, right? Because you can't get something for nothing. So start committing more to your wellness, your well-being, your happiness, because you are ultimately responsible for that, Virgo. Nobody else is. No one else is. It's all up to you. And don't have yourself overdoing it so much to the point where you're stressing out and you're losing sleep. It's like the 9 of Swords and the 10 of Wands here, where you're not giving yourself time to breathe. Okay? You have to allow time for yourself. So this other group of you, it's time to start doing things for you, Virgo. And don't worry about that, because some of you may feel like you have to be of service to everybody else but yourself. God is expecting you to be of service to you first and foremost, Virgo. What you do for others is beautiful. God loves what you do, but God also wants you to understand that you have to take care of the vessel that He gave you. Otherwise, you won't be able to do the work well enough for others. Some of you have a big calling to be of service to others, yet those people won't be able to benefit from your gifts if you don't tend to yourself. All right? So this is going to be a big thing for some of you. Schedule some time in for you, Virgo. Commit to yourself first. Don't try to overcommit to a relationship, friendship, a job. Again, it's not, you have to have that balance. You won't find peace, harmony, and contentment if you are overdoing it, if you're overcommitting. And again, you can't just wait around for things to magically happen if you're not doing something about it. All right. Let's see what you need to focus on. What does Virgo need to focus on at this time? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. What does Virgo need to focus on? Please and thank you, Spirit, for this week. Well, it hit something. They want me to take it in the reverse. Now the hangman is kind of standing up in a sense, but not really. He's kind of floating in the air. We have the hangman in reverse here. So this is Pisces energy. You have to learn how to let go. You have to stop resisting. Really take a look at the situation from a different angle here, Virgo, and see what it is you're overcommitting yourself to. Why is it that you may very well not be taking care of yourself like you should be doing? Okay? Be honest. Remember, be honest. Is there like a fear, if you have a business or something, are you fearful of not having money? Or are you fearful of not being able to support your family, your kids, your kid? All right, I'm just picking up on a few things here. What do you need to let go of? You have to let go and let God. There's something you're stalling on. You know you need to change some things here, Virgo, but you're stalling. There's delay tactics. I'm going to push this off. Maybe it could very well be dealing with you and your well-being. Okay? You know what? I'm going to commit to like spending 30 minutes a day just taking a walk or going to the gym or reading a book or whatever this is. Just maybe committing 30 minutes a day to go out in my backyard, just sit out in the sun and do jack, right? Do nothing. Maybe some of you need to do nothing. You know how liberating that is? Oh my gosh. For me, I have to be out in nature. That's very liberating for me. I just walk and I just enjoy the scenery around me. So some of you, yeah, there's something here where you keep putting something off. All right, you keep putting something on hold. Some of you are putting yourself on hold. You're putting yourself on the back burner. It's time to stop doing that, Virgo. There is such a thing as healthy selfishness. Being selfish is not a bad thing, but again, it's being healthy about it. So you guys got to stop waiting around thinking that something is magically going to change when what you need to change is what you are doing. And again, if this is love for some of you, what you're waiting, you're just hanging there on the tree without taking any action, and this guy's in the reverse. Are you afraid of letting go of your person? Or you're overcommitting yourself to a relationship, expecting the person to give back to you when they're still not doing anything? And you're wanting to change them? You're trying to save the day? If they're not committing to you, Virgo, you're not in a healthy relationship. There could be no harmony there, security, stability there. Are you trying to overcommit to a relationship or a job or something because you're afraid you won't get a promotion? You're afraid that you'll lose the job? You're afraid that this person You'll lose the person. Take it how it resonates. When your gut has been telling you to stop, be it you're resisting, you're stalling, you're afraid to let go. You're afraid to give this to God and let God handle it. You need to have faith over fear instead of fear over faith. All right? 8 of Cups. Yeah. 8 of Cups. You're afraid to walk away. You're afraid of doing an about face and leaving this life behind, leaving this world behind. Why are you resisting change? Why are you stalling, knowing that God is telling you there's something better? Guys, I've been through this before. And this was a really big thing for me with my counterpart, because I know I was overdoing it, but I was thinking that something was going to change. That something was magically going to change. And I was just like waiting for the moment. Okay. And years passed and nothing was changing. And God was like, Jess, you're wasting your time. You need to start focusing on yourself. Commit to yourself. Stop overly committing to this relationship, to this person. And sure enough, I got hit with a tower moment, and that changed everything. So before you get your tower moment, Virgo, if you're resonating with this, God is telling you it's time to walk away from this situation. You know it's not serving you. You got to leave the past in the past and start heading towards your 9 of Cups. What's going to bring you ultimate fulfillment. And that's when you commit to yourself. Others of you, your life is changing, okay? This life that you've been living, God's like, you've been there, done that, Virgo. It's now time for you to move to something different. There may be a change in career, and there may be a change in your relationship and residence. It could be all of the above. Because God is saying, see what I was talking about? You've built your own flourishing garden. You've been patient. You've been obedient with God. You're not getting hung up on things, and you're going with the flow. Because you focused on yourself a lot and your mission and your business or whatever this is for you. And because you've been patient enough, and this is the patience card. Yeah, and the other group of you, you have to be patient. You have to understand the divine timing is in play, okay? You have to stop trying to control things and rush things. So those who are coming into harmonious sacred union, you're getting that deep commitment from someone, or someone's recommitting to you. I'm hearing the wait is over. All right. You've been patient long enough, and now God is saying it's time for things to take off. I see 8 of Wands with this too. It's time for things to change, because there were delays before. That's what I'm hearing. And now that you have been patient enough, but you were still committing to what God wanted you to commit to, things are going to be changing. Things are no longer suspended. Things are no longer delayed. I keep hearing delays are over. It's also like a Wheel of Fortune type of thing. There's something fated happening here. It's like you've already planted those seeds, and now it's time to reap your harvest. And reaping that harvest is going to require you to leave the life that you are currently living for something even better. Because that's what God's reward is for you. That's your harvest. All right. Let's see what you need to avoid for this week. What does Virgo need to avoid for this week? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Thank you very much. Well, when I talk about delays are over and things are going to change quickly, we have the Ace of Swords with the Knight of Wands. All right? That's very fast energy. I mean, we go from, this is Pisces, right? Water energy, this thing's in suspension, waiting, just being patient, just hanging in there. Just hanging in there. And then what happens? Blam, we have Ace of Swords and Knight of Wands. So for those of you with regards to you doing your work and being patient and obedient, and you have built this life for yourself, now this life isn't serving you anymore. Now it's time to move to something better. Yeah, there's communication coming in. I was hearing while I was shuffling that there's communication coming in from a Pisces. That's for somebody specific here. All right. So, and just because I say that doesn't mean that some of you aren't getting communication, but this is for those of you who've been doing the work and have this flourishing garden already. Truth is coming in. Clarity is coming in here. There's a breakthrough. All right. That's why I was saying you've been like, things have been, suspended, and you're just, okay, well, I'm going to be patient. I'm going to go with the flow. And then this comes in. All right. This communication's coming in really fast. It's a sudden change of events here. There's a sudden life change with this Knight of Wands. And this also talks about relocation. Somebody is moving residence. You are moving. Some of you, you're definitely moving. All right. So get prepared for that, because there are going to be really fast changes here. This communication that comes in, it's going to break some barrier here. It's going to bring a lot of clarity and truth. It's going to change things. Now, what they want to say is that this communication that's coming in may be of a challenge, because with everything that's coming in, it's going to cause a sudden life change here. And for some, it's going to require a move. You will have to move house. This could also be with regards to communication of getting a new contract for something. All right? And it will appear out of nowhere. This is a gift coming from God here. It's a sword of Excalibur. You pull that sword out of the stone, Virgo, and your whole life changes, right? You go from being that apprentice to being the king. That's pretty much how drastically your life is going to change, Virgo. And somebody's coming in here. Could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but it doesn't have to be. But there's fast energies here. You see how quickly the energies of the reading shifted? Patiently, enjoying life, just saying, okay, this is good. God sees, look what you've grown, Virgo. You just continue to do your thing, not rushing anything, not forcing anything, and then look what happens. You go from that page to being the king or queen or both. And there's somebody coming in. It's fast communication. There's going to be a lot of truth here. This person may actually also offer up an invitation to go on some romantic getaway. There's a lot of charisma and a lot of courage and passion with this individual who's coming in to communicate. It may be surprising to you because of what this person's going to say and how passionate their words are, or how passionate they are about, you know, let's go away on this trip and we're going in like 2 weeks type of thing, and pack your bags or whatever, or don't even pack your bags. Just pack a couple of things that you need and then I'll take care of the rest. That's what I heard. That's for somebody specific. I don't know where that came from, but it came from some channel, maybe from the person. So there's something here, yeah, where some of you, or at least one person here, will get invited on a romantic trip and it's just going to come out of nowhere. And you're also going to end up talking about moving in together, perhaps, and moving to a completely different location. Could even be a different state, could even be a different country. All right. It's very different for everybody. There is some sort of travel involved in this too. It could be all of the above: travel, moving in together, moving house, residences, cities, states, countries. All right, there's a lot of stuff. That's why with this breakthrough here, it's really going to change things for you, Virgo. And it's going to be like, you're going to be like, what just happened type of thing. All right. Change is coming. It's inevitable, Virgo. With the Two of Pentacles, there's a transition here, right? And for some of you, there's no more of you having to do a lot of things, because as I said, that's why I said with single parents, or it doesn't even have to be that, where you are dealing with quite a few things and you have learned to adapt to the changes in your life, and you were able to really balance things very well to bring harmony into your life to the point where you're not stressed out about it. You do have a lot of responsibilities, but you're able to juggle them in a way where it's not overwhelming and it's not overbearing you, right? Again, it's not causing any stress or any health issues or anything like that. That's for those of you who you're not stressed out and you're able to balance things. So because you've been able to do that, again, there's somebody who's coming in to help, I'm getting. And they're going to help you manage these other responsibilities. Okay? This also talks about adventurous travel. There's some sort of adventurous travel here coming for somebody. Might be an Aries season is what I heard, because this is springtime energy. And I heard Aries with this because it is a fire sign. All right. And that actually, springtime starts next month, because I'm recording this on February 22nd, 2022. And there's a 2. Today's the Tuesday. Yeah. Get ready for some changes. And they're going to be, it's going to feel like it's going to be, oh my gosh, it's going to be overwhelming. What do I do? But because you've been able to handle changes like these before, when things happen, you know that it's for your growth and your evolution of the soul. And every time something changes, you adapt to it. It changes again, you adapt to it. Even with this crazy, drastic change in your life, Virgo, you're still going to be able to manage this and adapt it and still prioritize things, okay? Spirit's also reminding you that you have the ability to do this. Now, others of you, if you're dealing, you might be dealing with somebody who is very sexually charged. They could be very impulsive and they have a lot of energy, but they do not know how to direct it properly. Maybe that's something that you know is going on, but you don't want to face the truth about. Okay. That may be why you're overcommitting yourself, because you got caught up in something with a connection and you're thinking that if you just stay in this, that this person is going to change their ways. But deep down inside, Virgo, you know that they're not. You have to redirect your energies too. If you're dealing with somebody who is coming in and out of your life, or they come in and they're very charming and maybe there might even be sex involved, I have to say that, because if they all of a sudden come out of the blue and they communicate, but they're communicating always from from sexual energies, and then all of a sudden you hook up, and then there's some sexual activity there, then they leave, right? Because the Knight of Wands comes in. He's very charismatic, very charming. He's a Casanova, but he only comes in for one thing, and he gets what he wants, and then he leaves. Okay? That may be a harsh truth for some of you. And deep down inside, Virgo, if you're dealing with this, you know that you have to move away from the situation. You have to reevaluate this. Do you want to commit to somebody who is just going to act like that towards you and then just leave afterwards? No. There's clouded judgment here. You really have to see the truth of the situation. Okay? There's also something here where you're not communicating properly with this person, or they're not communicating properly with you, or it's both of you. Some of you are beating around the bush with regards to being honest with each other and with yourselves. And this behavior continues to happen. And this Knight of Wands. All right. Two of Pentacles. Somebody keeps dropping the ball. Somebody, or it's you, Virgo, you're not prioritizing yourself. You're putting yourself on the back burner. You know that things need to change, but you're afraid of making those changes. You're resisting because of fear. You're stalling because of fear. You don't want things to change, even though you know that this is not for your highest good. Change is necessary in order to evolve and to grow. And if you're dealing with somebody who's like this is not going to help with your spiritual growth, period. It's not going to change the situation either. You're waiting for this person to change. You have to be the change you wish to see, Virgo. And if it's not dealing with a person, some of you are doing too much. You're trying to rush things. It's like all this energy that you have, you're putting too much of it into the business or into the family. Again, there has to be a balance here with this Two of Pentacles. You have to learn how to better prioritize your life's activities. Even, and I guess, you can think whatever you want, but if, you overcommit yourself, even to a business, what does that do? It drains you. It causes you to, it affects your health. People will feel that from you. God's like, I gave you these abilities, but if you are low vibrational, how are you supposed to be this empowering individual? How are you supposed to be able to handle all these things? How are you supposed to be fully showing up or being really fully in your true potential for the greater good of humanity, for, the collective, whatever it is that your job is, whatever your mission is? All right? Redirect that fiery energy that you guys have, because this Knight of Wands is like super ambitious. Super ambitious. But again, if he puts too much of that ambition into one thing, everything else falls by the wayside. And then all of a sudden, he just loses all energy altogether. And then where does that energy go? Like, it's depleted, right? It's depleted. So some of you have to channel that energy into other things, disperse it evenly, okay? And I'm going to have to say this, Virgo, but there may be something within you, or maybe it's your person. Be honest with yourself, though. This is show-off energy, okay? Doing it recklessly. Trying to do things hastily and like, no, I gotta do this. It has to be done. I'm going to put all my energy into this. And it could be, is it coming from the ego where you really want to show off certain things about your abilities, what you're capable of? You need to think about that more clearly here. okay? Or maybe you've heard something about, oh, you gotta put everything in this and just don't stop. Be the Energizer Bunny all the time, and that's how you're gonna be successful. Unless you have God in your life and you have a perfect balance there, you might end up being successful, but you're not successful with regards to how your wellness is, how your well-being is, right? There's not, you are doing yourself a disservice. Yeah, business could be successful. You think your relationship is successful, but who said you had to do everything? Or you had to expend all of your energy into it? Let God do the magic. You put in the work, God works the magic too. You put in your own magic, God works out the rest. Again, that's why some of you need to redirect your energies. There's a lack of focus. There's something about over ambition and over excessive drive within you, motivation, but you're not realizing that you have to be balancing your life more and adapting to changes and not having to do everything so impulsively or hastily, or having to put again all of your energy or put all your eggs in one basket and just focus on all on this one thing, when your main focus should really be on your well-being. Okay. All right. Let's see. What's going on here? Let's see what your guidance is for the week. What guidance do we have for Virgo for this week? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Sirians, please and thank you. Thank you very much. Oh my gosh. Agate, get back into balance. Can't make it up, guys. Oh, wow. It's the rainbow obsidian. I don't have this crystal. I should probably find this somewhere. Heal your heart. Okay, Virgo. Let's look at agate. Did I pass it? I did. Get back into balance. Now is it time for mastering your sense of equilibrium. Reevaluate how you spend your time and energy to ensure your efforts are aligned with the priorities in your life. You see? Just confirming what I said. Choose to put the less important things on the back burner so you can give your full attention to what matters most. Taking things at a slower pace does not equate to a less productive day. Often, it's just the opposite. Taking your time and distributing your energy in a healthier and more intentional way will help you feel more centered, enabling you to become more successful in everything you do. What are the priorities in your life? What areas in your life get most of your time and energy? Are these things aligned? Are you spending your time in a way that serves your intentions and supports a balanced life? Your affirmation is, balance is my natural state of being. Today, stop and take 3 deep breaths anytime you feel out of balance, giving yourself the time to remember what's important. Oh my goodness, it's what I was channeling. Some of you need to take a time out. This is also the timeout card. Rebalance your chakras, your energies with this. Some of you need to do this more. Rainbow obsidian. Remove yourself from the chaos is what I just heard. Heal your heart. You are strong and resilient, and you are capable of working through the deepest of human emotions. The heart is both the most fragile and most powerful element of our physical, emotional, and spiritual well-being. Trust that no matter how exposed or pained you may feel, you have the power to recover and heal. From the loss of a loved one, a relationship, a beloved pet, or even a job, we've all experienced grief. Whether the event happened recently or long ago, a variety of emotions may surface at any given time as part of the grieving process. Allow your emotions to come up so you can acknowledge and then release them in order to fill that space with new love, light, and hope. When have you experienced a loss of any kind? Did you allow the time and space to grieve? What would aid your grieving process? Your affirmation is to feel is to heal. Today, give yourself permission to feel whatever emotions come up. Let them go and cry if you need to so you can create space to heal. That is a beautiful message right there. All right, let's see what this, let me get the book out of the way. What the new moon in Pisces is bringing you. What is the new moon in Pisces bringing, Virgo? Spirit guides, angels, galactic family, Pleiadian Syrians, please and thank you. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Ooh, there it goes. Last quarter moon in Capricorn, leave the past behind. I said that with the Eight of Cups, right? Bottom of the deck is the same thing that Taurus got. Full moon in Aquarius, be real. You guys got like similar energies here, so you probably might want to watch Taurus's reading. All right, let's go look at the Moonology card for last quarter moon in Capricorn. Leave the past behind. Something is standing between what you want and how you can get it. That's okay. Now you know it's there. You can do something about it. You just need to be strategic. It's wonderful to go for things with a childlike, carefree attitude, but drawing this card suggests that you need a proper plan as well. Leave the past behind. You may need to move through and clear criticism someone has made of you, which has somehow burnt itself into your brain. You have work to do. This moon has a bright, shining energy, but a reserved pressure is piling on. The great thing about knowing what stands between you and your goal is that you can do something about it. Your manifestation affirmation is the only way out is through. I've been seeing that a lot. That's going to be a big thing for some of you guys. The only way out is through it. Okay? All right. Oh, they want me to read the Be Real card. Full moon in Aquarius. Here we go. Sometimes we pursue someone or something for all the wrong reasons. Our ego gets involved, and before we know it, we're driving ourselves crazy by chasing something that may not even be right for us. This card reminds you that sometimes you need to back off a little, worry less, and trust more. Life is about fun and laughter, but you'll take all the fun out of it if you spend too long in your head rather than in your heart. You might win, but it might not be a great victory. Release. Find a balance between being real and trying to please all of the people all of the time. Life goes in cycles, and that's okay. The more you can accept that, the easier this phase will be for you. Your manifestation affirmation for this card is, the truth empowers me and sets me free. The Ace of Swords, right here. You need to really face the truth here. See the truth of the situation. There's clouded judgment about what it is that you're doing. All right. Let's see what guidance we have with regards to your love situation. I split it. It says friendship and new beginning. What guidance do we have for Virgo's love situation? Please and thank you, spirit guides and angels. Thank you for your wisdom, your guidance, your support, and your clarity. Oh, okay. One flipped right in the middle of the thing. Ah. Wait. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. Be patient. Right? New beginning. A new adventure awaits. Embrace it and live your dreams passionately. And surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. Let go and let God. Let the love come to you, Virgo. Don't go after it. Again, it's like that Phil Collins song. You can't hurry love. No, you just have to wait. Give it time. Things need to grow. Both of you need to grow. Just like I learned that. Like, that was one of my biggest lessons. Because I used to chase after it, and it was just never fulfilling. And God's like, Jess, what are you doing? Again, with my counterpart, I finally learned, oh my gosh, it's so much easier now. And now I'm not even caught up in being in a relationship. I'm just focusing on my mission and trying to help others. And it's crazy. It's crazy how life works, right? Especially when you let go and let God. It's a beautiful thing. All right, Virgo, if you would like a personal reading with me or a live coaching session with me, check out the description box below or hop on over to capellawellness.com. Check out the service suite there. I am having my last Reintegrating the Divine Feminine class, which with help with letting go and surrendering and receiving and being patient and all this wonderful stuff, letting the Divine Masculine come to you. We talk about that in my class. It helps you to understand the qualities of the Divine Feminine and the distorted feminine to help you to move away from distorted energies to really embody the Divine Feminine ones, to help you to attract the Divine Masculine, and to help you to attract all the abundance and the true love and all these wonderful things into your life and really tapping into your true potential. More information on that class is in the description box below. If you go to Capella Wellness for it, it is underneath the coaching category of my Capella service suite. If you I did want to mention, I have this automatic writing service that I offer. It's called a handwritten love letter from your higher self. I've been having clients purchase these, and it's been really life-changing for them. I write down exactly what your higher self wants to say to you, and it gives you a lot of insight. There's no tarot, there's no oracle, unless they tell me to pull it at the end, but you get a love letter from your higher self, and it is really, this comes out. All right, the truth comes out. But a lot of my clients have said it has been very eye-opening, very emotional, and it's something that they really needed to hear. I'm offering 10% off of those letters. There's a link directly to it below. The coupon code is in the description box next to the link for that letter if you are interested, okay? Any other questions you may have about this reading, anything else, please don't feel hesitant to reach out to me. If you go to capellawellness.com, there are plenty of other places for you to contact me there as well. All right, Virgo, that concludes your weekly reading. Thank you so very much for watching this video, for subscribing to this channel if you haven't already, and for illuminating the thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it. I wish you the best today and always. I send you so much love, and I hope I illuminated your well-being today. Again, this is Jess from Capella Wellness, starring out.